Hello students, I welcome you to Time Classes. This is a special discussion of the English language section of SBIPO Prelims mock we conducted recently. The mock number as you can see on the screen is AIMT 2802001. I hope you have taken the mock test. I also hope you have the mock paper with you so that you can participate in the discussion. So as I said, this is a special discussion of the English language section of the mock. And the first set of questions, as you can see from the directions, is RC. The directions say, read the following passage carefully and answer the questions given below it. So let us get started. Let us read the passage in as great a detail as possible and then discuss the questions. Here we go. Barclays, a company, says it has scrapped a system that tracked the time employees spent at their desks and sent warnings to those spending too long on breaks. Okay, so the first important keyword is scrapped. Scrapped means removed or got rid of or discarded. So they scrapped a system, they removed a system, they got rid of a system. Which system? A system that tracked the time employees spent at their desks and sent warnings to those spending too long on breaks. Okay, so there was a system that actually tracked the time employees spent at their desks. Obviously, you see, employees are paid for the work they do, right? So they should spend more time at their desks. But then you know how world works. People are lazy. They are not very how should I say, honest with their work or sincere in their work. They tend to waste a lot of time or do certain other things which they are not supposed to do. Okay, so obviously all employers would want to check whether employees are working efficiently or not, productively or not, or are they wasting time obviously on company's payment. So there was this system that tracked the time employees spent at their desks. It did not just do that, it also sent warnings to those spending too long on breaks. So this system seems to be very interesting. Apart from tracking the time employees spent at their desk, it also sent warnings to those who took long breaks. So somebody taking long breaks would get a warning from the system. Okay, but then the sentence also tells us that it has been scrapped. Why has it been scrapped? It seems to be a good system, right? So let's see. The bank introduced the computer monitoring system last week, but faced but comes but. Okay, I told you often that whenever we see a but, the stuff after the but is more important than the stuff before but. Okay, so the bank introduced the computer monitoring system last week but faced a staff backlash. Backlash is what? Criticism, opposition. So staff did not like such a system. Now it's a good system, right? But then employees. They would not want such a system to monitor their working, whether they're wasting or spending time fruitfully, etc. So maybe they didn't like it. So there was a staff backlash. There was a staff opposition. Reported by City AM, perhaps a newspaper. So this is why perhaps it was scrapped. Because of what? Staff backlash. Barclays said axing means scrapping again, removing it. The tracking system was a response to colleague feedback. So staff backlash is being referred to as colleague feedback. So the staff, feedback. But then would not say if it was permanent. So Barclays, told us why they, scrapped it, but it did not tell us whether it's permanent or not. That's what the newspaper reports. Maybe permanent, maybe temporary. So the software, now the system has a name, Sapiens. So this computer monitoring system is obviously a software and it has got a name. And what is the name? Sapiens. So Sapiens claims to create unprecedented transparency within companies. Now what is transparency? Transparency is the openness of a system. Like there is nothing behind the scenes. There's everything that a company or organization does is out in the open. Like everybody can see what they are doing. This is expected of governments in most countries. Government is supposed to tell us what they are doing with our money, right? Taxpayers' money, where they are spending what, how much money, etc. That should be out in the open. So this kind of openness by organizations or governments is called transparency. Unprecedented means never seen before. So the software Sapiens claims to create unprecedented, never before seen transparency within companies. Obviously, right, if there is a system that knows who is doing what at what point of time, obviously it's like most open system of all. Okay, so that's what this is. So we are introduced in the first para to a system, a tracking system called Sapiens, okay, which monitors employee efficiency, whether they are spending time fruitfully at their desks, or are they wasting their time by taking long breaks, or in certain other such other things. Okay, but then it has been scrapped because the people did not like it, because there was a great opposition to it. So that's what we understand from this para. Second para says it also means additional. Okay, additional stuff apart from doing what it does. As per the first para, it also determines when an employee goes offline for periods of time. So obviously these days everything is online, right? Most companies have their employees working online. So if an employee goes offline, okay, then this system tells the employers that this certain employee has gone offline, which means he or she is not working. So it also determines when an employee goes offline for periods of time. The software firm's website says, so there's a firm which developed it obviously. A Barclays source said that the tool was used to monitor the effectiveness of people's time at their desks. Okay, so a Barclays source, maybe some insider from some manager from Barclays said the tool was used to monitor, check on the effectiveness or efficiency of people's time at their desks. Okay, but again comes but in addition to sparking unease, okay, unease is discomfort, sparking means causing. So but in addition to causing unease within the bank, it also attracted criticism from privacy campaigners and HR professionals. Okay, so there are HR professionals who tell who are authorities in with respect to employee engagement, human resource problems and workforce related issues, etc. And privacy campaigners are also there. In developed countries we have such things. They have such things. Okay, in third world countries we rarely hear about such things. Privacy campaigners, like if there is any intrusion of privacy, if there is any trespassing of privacy, okay, by employers or by anybody, the government for example, okay, these campaigners obviously try to do something about it. They may for example protest, they may hold campaigns, or they may even file cases against them. So okay, so privacy campaigners and HR professionals also criticize the system. So apart from the employees feeling uneasy and uncomfortable about it, privacy campaigners and HR professionals also came forward and opposed it, criticized it. Silky Carlo, director of privacy campaign group Big Brother Watch. So there's a Big Brother Watch, a company which is into privacy campaigning, which fights for employee privacy, etc. Okay, so the director of that company is Silky Carlo. Okay, so she said intrusive monitoring. Intrusive means something that trespasses into play areas that they are not authorized to be. Okay, so if you go into someone's garden without seeking permission, without being authorized, then you are trespassing, you are intruding, as they say. Okay, getting into some place without permission. So intrusive monitoring deprives staff of privacy in workplace. So that's what she said. Such a monitoring which is intrusive in nature, which trespasses into certain areas of privacy which they are not supposed to, deprives what? The staff of privacy. Deprive means disallows them, not allow to have it. Okay, so they won't have privacy if such an intrusive monitoring system is used in the workplace. That's what Silky Carlo says. So we basically understand from this para that apart from the employees, there are some other people involved in this, in the opposition to this system. So let's see what third para says. Managers would never get away with breathing down employees' necks, okay, personally monitoring their screens or logging toilet and water breaks, she said. So managers would never get away means will never go unpunished with breathing down employees' necks. Breathe down employee neck is an idiom which means to go very close to a person and check what he or she is doing. Okay, literally. Okay, be very close to their necks, like check what they are doing. So breathing down employees' necks, personally monitoring their screens and logging toilet and water breaks. So this itself is something very bad is what, okay, she said, means Silky Kalu said. Okay, so personally monitoring the system, personally checking when they are taking toilet breaks or water breaks, what they are watching on screen, etc. itself is very bad. Doing this itself will not go unpunished is what she says. And then she says that the availability of technology to monitor staff surreptitiously means secretly. Okay, so the availability of technology to monitor staff surreptitiously does not make it any more acceptable. Okay, so personally monitoring itself is bad. Okay, personally monitoring itself is bad, which is like infringement of privacy. Okay, using the technology to do it is equally bad is what she says. In fact, she says more, does not make it more acceptable, which means like more bad. So I mean, some people could argue, right? We are using technology, we are not personally monitoring. How can technology intrude privacy, etc.? Some people could argue. So the director of that company, Silky Kalu, says the availability of technology to monitor staff surreptitiously does not make it any more acceptable. So that you are using technology does not mean it is more acceptable. It is still bad. Okay, privacy is privacy. She described the software as creepy. Okay, creepy is something that induces fear or makes you uneasy or uncomfortable. Okay, creepy. Some imagine some people watching you continuously while you are at work. Is obviously it will give you a creepy, uncomfortable feeling, right? So that is creepy. So she described the software as creepy and called on Barclays to urgently review its use. Okay, urgently, immediately check its use. Is it correct to use it or not? Barclays said that the software was part of a pilot. Pilot is like experiment that was rolled out in part of its investment banking division. Okay, in parts of it, investment banking division. So it's basically a pilot, which means they are doing this on an experimental basis. It's not like permanent thing. Okay, that's what Barclays said to Silky Kalu. So let's see what the next para says. But after the City AM newspaper revealed details of the scheme and published damning comments, damning means critical, extremely critical. Okay, damning comments means extremely critical comments in the context from an employee who spoke to the paper anonymously. Anonymously means without being named or without telling his or her name. Barclays said managers would no longer be able to track the activities of individual workers. Okay, so but comes but again. But after the newspaper revealed details of the scheme, blah blah blah, and employee comments, so the Barclays, the company said managers would no longer be able to track the activities of individual workers. So because of the newspaper reporting it and because of the employee commenting against it, the Barclays company says managers will not be able to track employee activities or activities of individual workers. So maybe they have decided to scrap it completely. In a statement, the bank said, we always intended to listen to colleague feedback as part of this limited pilot, which was intended to tackle issues such as individual overworking as well as raise general productivity. So Barclays, talks about their original intention here. What was the original intention? They wanted to listen to colleague feedback as part of this limited pilot. So as part of this experiment, they wanted to check what the staff feels, etc. And why was the pilot done? It was intended to tackle issues such as individual overworking as well as to raise general productivity. So that was their original intention. So basically we understand that the system is to be scrapped. Okay, so let's see what the questions say. I hope you are clear about the passage. Nothing very hard and fast there. So what the above passage mainly about? The above passage is mainly about the system. Okay, the system that tracked the employees, how much time they spent at their desks and warned them not to take too long breaks, and the scrapping. Okay, and the scrapping. So that's the passage about. Let's see, one says it is about personal freedom to take long and frequent breaks from work. No, it's not about that. Okay, this is like beside the point. Okay, this is the reason why people opposed the system. This is not the main point of the para. So 1 is wrong. 2 says it's about the way employees react to changes in their work culture. React to changes. Now this would actually be again another point. Okay, how they react to changes in their work culture is much bigger discussion and a separate discussion. Okay, so this is just about one particular system and one particular opposition. So 2 again is wrong. 3 says the passage is about the introduction of staff monitoring software and the staff's negative reaction to it. Yes, introduction of staff monitoring software and the negative reaction to it and the scrapping, for eventual scrapping of it. So answer should be 3. 4 says the passage is about asking managers not to be too intrusive. Again, this is like related but not the main point of the passage. Okay, so 4 is wrong. 5, it is about the introduction of staff friendly monitoring system. No, it was not staff friendly in the first place. It's not about just introduction. It's also about the negative reaction. So 5 is also wrong, which means in the final analysis the correct answer to first question is 3. With that we move to second question. On what grounds did Silky Carlo attack the software? Now, who is Silky Carlo? If you remember, Silky Carlo is the director of Privacy Campaign. Okay, a group called Big Brother Watch, and she said intrusive monitoring deprived staff of privacy in the workplace. This is why she opposed it. Okay, due to privacy concerns. So the answer should be related to that. Let's see. The software did not encourage staff motivation. Motivation, where is that coming from? Never discussed in the passage. So 1 is wrong. 2 says the software curtailed, means curbed, like controlled or limited the freedom of everyone in and outside the office. In office, of course. Outside, okay, and it's not about freedom, it's about privacy. Okay, overlap of course will be there, but specificity is more important. So 2 is also wrong. 3 says she attacked the software on grounds that it was intrusive and robbed the staff of privacy in the workplace. Now this is exactly what this intrusive monitoring, privacy, etc. say. So the answer has to be 3. 4 says the tool was attacked on the grounds that it was hampering productivity. Now it was intended to improve productivity, right? How can it hamper productivity? So this is opposite in nature, and this is not anyway the reason why Silky Carlo opposed. So 4 is not correct. 5 says the pilot was condemned, due to its introduction without the staff's knowledge or consent. Okay, from what we understand or infer, we know that it may have been, the staff may have been already informed. This is opposite to what we can infer firstly, and this is not anyway the reason that this question is asking for. So 5 is also wrong. So the final analysis says the answer is 3, with which we now move to third question. What did Barclay say about the negative fallout? Negative fallout is like the negative outcome or result of withdrawing the tool. So what did Barclay say about withdrawing the tool? What would happen? If I remember right, it is given here. Barclay said managers would no longer be able to track activities of individual workers. So that should be the answer. Okay. So Barclay said that they spent a fortune, means a lot of money on installing. This was not mentioned. Barclay said that they would certainly introduce a staff-friendly tool. This also was not mentioned. Out of scope. OS means out of scope. 3 says Barclay said that they have an open mind on it and they would welcome any suggestions. This discussion is post all the suggestions. So 3 is also wrong. 4 says Barclay said that all the managers and staff would sit together. Not mentioned. Okay. So 5 should be the answer. Barclay said that the managers would not be able to track activities of individual workers. This is exactly what Barclay said, right? Would not be able to track workers. So the answer has to be 5. So 3, the correct answer is 5. With which we now move to fourth question, which is a vocab question. Most similar in meaning to the word given in bold, surreptitiously. If you remember, it was here. Third para if I am not wrong, and I told you surreptitiously actually means secretly. So what is the answer then? Secretly. Okay, honestly is the opposite of that. Openly again is opposite. Widely unrelated, freely unrelated. So answer has to be sneakily. Sneakily means secretly, like without your knowledge. Okay, like thief, for example. Thieves sneak. So surreptitiously means sneakily. So fourth is 3. Then we go to fifth question, another vocab question, again most similar to the word in bold. So damning, if you remember, damning was in the last para. Damning comments I told you are severely critical, extremely critical comments. So damning, okay, healthy cannot be the answer. Opposite, trivial means less important, not the answer. Pivotal means very important. Vital again means very important. Damaging is the closest answer. Damning, damaging means something that is severely critical can also be damning, right? Sorry, damaging, right? So which means damaging is closest in meaning to damning. So 5 the correct answer has to be, 5 the correct answer has to be 5. With that we move to the second set of questions. The second set of questions, as you can see here, is cloze test if I am not wrong. In the passages given below, there are blanks, each of which has been numbered. Against each blank, 5 words are suggested, one of which fits the blank appropriately. Find the appropriate word for use in each blank. So the answer, it's a cloze test. So let's read the passage as we usually do and identify clues and decide what kind of ideas should go into each blank. And then we'll check, the choice and decide the best answer. So let's do it. Mr. Maudley told reporters that Captain Crozier was being fired for allegedly leaking the letter to the media. Okay, so Captain Crozier looks like an armed forces, scenario. So this Captain Crozier, allegedly means as accused, leaked a letter to the media which he was not supposed to, and because of that he was being fired. Fired means being sacked or removed from job. Mr. Maudley told reporters this. Okay, that's interesting, right? So reporters are being told about a leak of a letter to the media and the firing thereof. So I hope you have understood that irony there. So Mr. Maudley told reporters that Captain Crozier was being fired for allegedly leaking the letter to the media. So he said the letter created the impression that the Navy was not responding to his questions. Okay, why did they not want the letter to be leaked to the media? Because it falsely created an impression, a false impression. What false impression? That the Navy was not responding to his questions. His questions obviously must be Crozier's question. So because the letter misled the media, the armed forces, whichever branch it is, did not like it and they fired Captain Crozier. It creates the dash that the Navy, okay, so it's Navy, not Army or Air Force. So it's Navy. So it creates the dash that the Navy is not on the job. Okay, so the wrong impression, that it created was that the Navy was not on the job. Which job we don't know yet. So it creates the dash. What dash? Obviously feeling or impression. So let's have this word here, feeling or impression, goes into the first blank, sixth blank. Okay, so it creates the dash impression, feeling or impression that the Navy is not on the job. The government is not on the job. Okay, not just the Navy, the government is also not on the job. That's the impression it created, which is why the letter was not supposed to be leaked, which is why the captain was sacked. So that's just not true. So obviously it's not true, right? That's what the media discussion is all about. So that's just not true. Dash members of the ships, more than 4,000 crew are now being quarantined in Guam after the governor of the US island territory in the Western Pacific Ocean said they could stay as long as they had no dash with locals. So some members of the ships, more than 4,000. So we have a ship involved here. Okay. So, and there are 4,000, crew members of, on the ship. That's a big number. And dash members of the ship, are being quarantined, which means they must either be infected or not infected, either way. Okay, so we can, think of, some word that describes, okay, reason for being quarantined. Okay, I repeat. Okay, describes reason for being quarantined. So these members are being separated, right? You see, quarantine means separated. Usually done in the context, in the in the case of an infectious disease like what we are having at present, COVID-19, right? So if somebody is infected with that, he or she should be immediately quarantined so that they don't infect others, because COVID-19 is a very infectious disease. It's a catching disease, as they say, contagious disease. So they were quarantined in Guam after the governor blah blah blah. So okay, said that they could stay as long as possible, as long as they had no dash with locals. So obviously, because they are quarantined, okay, they should not have any contact with locals, right? So it is very easy, contact or touch with the locals. Okay. Until now, the next sentence says, the sailors had been dashed to the naval base's pier. Pier is that, long wooden structure that goes into the sea, where the, ships can come and, dock, okay, or park, as they might say. Okay, so until now the sailors had been dashed to the naval base's pier. Okay, so they are now quarantined in Guam after the governor permitted that. But until now, where were they? They had been dashed to naval base's pier, which means they must have, been forced to stay there. Forced to stay or stayed. Okay, forced to stay or stayed. Okay, so that's our ninth blank. Okay, he had warned the Pentagon, I hope US intelligence agency, not agency, it's like defense organization. So he had warned the Pentagon that the dash aboard his ship was accelerating. It means this must be the disease. Okay, so whichever disease it is, could be COVID-19 or any other disease. So he had warned the Pentagon that the disease aboard his ship was accelerating because crew members were living in confined spaces. Okay, now that doesn't make logical sense. If they are in confined spaces, okay, so crew members are like together in confined places. Obviously, when a lot of people are together in a small place, then the disease spreads fast, right? So that's what it means. We are not at war. Sailors do not need to die, stated the 4-page letter dated 30th March. So basically, the disease is spreading fast is what we understand. So the context is that of a disease, and the Navy is trying to do their best to control the disease, but somebody leaked a letter which gave a wrong impression to the media, and this is all about the media brief. Okay, so anyway, we understood the ideas that should go into each blank. With that, okay, equipment, we will go to the questions. So the first question is here. Okay, and the sixth blank, the words, what was the idea that we thought of? Feeling or impression. Okay, so conception is not that. Conception is like, the start of pregnancy. You can think of it that way. Okay, conception is start of pregnancy. Okay, perception, yes, perception is the feeling. Okay, point of view. So this is possible. Reception is the noun form of receive. Gesture is an action. Forecast is to foretell. So sixth, the only possible answer has to be 2. So that's the only word that is closest to the meaning that we thought of, feeling or impression. So perception is the answer. Sixth, perception. Seventh, what was the idea that we thought of for seventh? Okay, description of a reason as to why the member should be separated or quarantined. Okay, so seventh, uninfected possible because you either separate the infected people or the uninfected people. Okay, so uninfected is possible. Unassisted, unrelieved, uncontrolled, unrecognized do not make any contextual sense. So the answer has to be 1. So 7, the only answer that makes sense is 1. Uninfected. So they had to be separated from the infected people. Okay, so we go to 8. Okay, what was the idea that we thought of for 8? Contact or disease. You see, they, so far as they stay away from the locals. Okay, so they could, they could stay as long as they had no dash with locals. Okay, sorry, no contact with locals. Deliberations means meetings, serious meetings and considerations, out of scope. Conference again is out of scope. Interactions possible. Interaction is like having contact, right? Interaction means contact. Okay, games and quarrels are out of scope, so the answer has to be 3. So 8th is 3. For 9th, what did we think? 9th is here. Until now the sailors had been dashed to the naval base. As I said, they were, they stayed only on the naval base. So they had been permitted to stay That stay is not there in one. Okay, permitted by itself does not mean stay, right? So one is wrong. Referred, when you mention somebody to someone, you are mentioning something. So delegated, when you delegate, work to your, subordinates, you are basically distributing work, to the most suitable employee. So that's delegation. Released, again not sensible. Restricted, yes. Restricted means forced to stay in a place. So 5 is possible. Until now, the sailors had been restricted to the naval bases sphere, but now they can be quarantined in Guam. So we go to 10th. So the answer for 9th, as I hope it is clear. 5 is the answer. 10th, he had warned the Pentagon that the dash aboard, so the word that we thought of was disease. Disease aboard was accelerating, blah blah blah. So outreach is like reaching out. Okay, the extent of your reaching out. Outbreak is a disease. Outbreak is the sudden start of a disease. Okay, a sudden start and spread of a disease is called outbreak. So possible. Outgrowth is any extension of growing out. Outburst is sudden expression of your feelings like anger or whatever. Okay, so usually of anger. Output is the result. So the answer has to be only 2. The only word that makes sense is 2. 10, the answer is 2. With that, we now move to the next set of questions, which is what? Let's see. In each of the following questions, statements 1 and 7 are respectively, okay, the first and the last sentences of the paragraph and are fixed. Statements A, B, C, D and E, okay, are the remaining sentences between 1 and 7. So it's a parajumble with first and the 7th sentence fixed. The in-between sentences A, B, C, D, E are jumbled up. So we need to unjumble these in-betweeners, okay. So, and then we need to answer the question accordingly. So let's see. It's a parajumble with 7 sentences, but first and 7th sentence fixed. We need not worry about the first and 7th sentences. The in-betweeners are, jumbled up. So we need to unjumble these sentences, okay, A to E. So let's see. Shielded from pandemic, work continues in world's cleanest room. Okay, so cleanest room. We are talking about clean rooms here. Okay, so looks like clean rooms. What's a clean room? A clean room is an environmentally unpolluted, okay, room. It's basically a place in big organizations where pollution could cause problems to the working. For example, an electronic company, okay, a lot of parts inside the inside a mobile, for example, are very sensitive. So even dust could cause a lot of problems. So they actually operate or they work in such clean rooms, unpolluted rooms, okay, specially created unpolluted rooms. So shielded means covered, protected from pandemic. So we are again back in pandemic context, COVID-19 context. So shielded from the pandemic, work continues in world's cleanest room. So obviously it's a clean room, right, which means it's not just away from pollution, it's also away from pandemic, from the disease. So work continues, which means they did not stop the work. Maybe lockdown was imposed, etc., but then work continued in this world's cleanest room. So which place are we talking about? Let's see. Let's first read all the sentences. Like other companies, ASML has also implemented a raft of contingency measures. Raft of contingency measures means many contingency measures. Contingency means like emergency, like likely to go wrong kind of measures. If something bad happens, measures. Plan B stuff. So like other companies, ASML has also implemented raft of contingency measures. So we seem to be talking about ASML company and their clean room. As the rest of, okay, the Netherlands, so the country is mentioned here, and much of the continent locks down, okay, as I said, pandemic, lockdown, work in ASML's well-known clean rooms has continued largely unhindered. So this is a general introduction, this is obviously a specific introduction. So let's keep that in mind. I am putting a star here because B obviously seems to be telling us the company's name and even the country's name, okay, as the rest of the Netherlands and much of the continent locks down, work in ASML's well-known clean rooms has continued largely unhindered. So this is possible introduction. C says, in the clean room, social distancing protocols are in effect and the company has spaced out the morning and night shift to ensure the groups don't meet. So this is talking about the measure they are taking to ensure that the disease does not spread, obviously. Okay, social distancing and all that, you understand, right? So this is one of the measures they took. D says, okay, workers are split into two teams and are screened for virus symptoms via infrared thermal cameras at the entrance. Again, a measure. So if you notice the difference between C and D. Okay, D is talking about a measure being taken once they are inside, but D is talking about the measure that they take at the entrance. So if you think of logical sequence, okay, D should come before C. Okay, whether immediately before or not, that's a different issue. For sure, D should come before C. They both are talking about measures, and D talks about measure at the entrance. C talks about the measure that they are taking after entering the clean room. Okay, so let's see. E says clean rooms have, okay, highly specialized infrastructure that's costly to set up and maintain, making that kind of environment difficult to replicate in other industries. Okay, so basically it's talking about the cost, how much it goes into the making of such a place. So we now know the whole para. Okay, we also know that B introduces in a more specific way than A1 did, which means B should start the para. So I'm putting B here. Okay, so 5 places, right? So B should start, and we know DC for sure come together, because there is no other sentence talking about measures. Okay, so then like other companies, ASML has also implemented. So this also sort of talking about the general statement, like many companies, ASML also started doing, okay, a lot of contingency things. Okay, so this also comes, and contingency measures, as I said, are given in D and C. Okay, D and C, which means, okay, the measures, details of the measures are given in D and C, and measures are introduced here, which means A should come before DC. So I am putting A here. Okay, ADC. Then only E is left. Okay, because B should start, ADC should come together. Where should E come? The only place E can come is in the end, right? Let's look at 7 first. The biggest risk for the company lies not so much in its own operations seizing up, but in the potential breakdown of its 5,000 supplies, 790 blah blah blah. So like E, it is also like giving an end to the discussion. This talks about cost, okay, and difficulty of replication, but the bigger risk than that is the supplies and all that stuff. Okay, so E should come in the end. So I'm putting E here, which means the only place ADC can come here is here, ADC. So your answer has to be BADCE. Okay, BADCE. Let's read it that way. Shielded from pandemic, work continues in the world's cleanest room. B, as the rest of the Netherlands and much of the continent locks down, work in ASML's well-known clean rooms has continued largely unhindered. A, like other companies, ASML has also implemented a raft of contingency measures. D, workers are split into 2 teams and are screened for virus, blah blah blah, at the entrance. And once they enter in the clean room, social distancing protocols are in effect, and the company has spaced out the morning, blah blah blah. And E, okay, clean rooms have highly specialized infrastructure that's costly to set up and maintain, making that kind of environment difficult to replicate in other industries. But the biggest risk for the company lies not in blah 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 blah. Okay, so which means the answer has to be BADCE. That makes sense. So we'll go with that, BADCE. So 11th question, which of the following should be the second sentence? So 1 BADCE 7. So second sentence has to be after 1 B. So the answer is B. 2. 12th, third sentence, 1 BADCE 7. So third sentence has to be 1, 2, 3 A, right? So answer is 1. 13th, which of the following should be the fifth sentence? 1 BADCE 7. Fifth sentence is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So C is the answer. 3 is the answer. 14th, fourth sentence, 1 BADCE 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. So D is the answer. Fourth is D. 4. Then, 14th is 4. 15th is sixth sentence. So 1 BADCE 7. So this is the sixth sentence, right? So answer is 5. So 15, the answer is 5. With that, we are done with the parajumble. Let's now go to fill in the blank questions. Okay, so each of the sentences given below has one blank. Select the word for the blank which best fits the meaning of the sentence. So here we go. It's a typical fill in the blank question. 16th. Electric cars are still extremely rare on Indian roads. Can a subsidy change it? That is the dash. Can a subsidy change it means it's a question. Can a subsidy change it? It's a yes no question. That is the dash means that is the question obviously. So can a subsidy change it? That is the question. So 3 has to be the answer. Okay. Scenario means scene or situation. Serendipity is the accidental discovery. Okay. This word comes from the Sri Lanka's original name Serendib. Okay. It was accidentally discovered. Somebody wanted to discover India and then they accidentally came across Sri Lanka, which is why any accidental discovery is called serendipity. Mendacity is a big word for telling lies, falsehood. Telling lies. Magnanimity comes from the root magna, which means big. So big-hearted person basically is called magnanimous. Okay, big-heartedness is what this means. And big-hearted people are very generous. So magnanimity means generousness. Okay, kindness. Okay, extreme philanthropic behavior. Okay, like Dana Veera Shura Karna. Okay, the Shura Veera means the bravery part. Dana means the generous part. Okay, Karna was very generous, right? So magnanimity means generosity. Okay, generousness is not used often. The correct word is generosity. Okay, the correct noun of generous is generosity. So forget generousness. Okay. So 17th. So the answer for 16th is clear, right? Question. 17th. A Supreme Court bench headed by Chief Justice of India H.L. Dattu sought. Okay. Sought is the past form of seek. Responses of the center and state governments on PIL, public interest litigation, by social activist Niranjan Bhatwal, seeking a dash that the official name of this country is Bharat, not India. That this statement is a statement. Okay. So obviously we need to think of this statement while choosing a word for this. So this cannot be described as duration. It cannot be described as mortification. Okay, mortification is extreme insults. Such a great insult and embarrassment that a person feels like dying, which is what this word exactly means. Mort means death. Okay, mort means death. So mortification is such an extreme insult that you feel like dying. Incubation is like the period of pregnancy. Okay, so from the point of conception till the delivery or till the hatching of eggs, for example. Okay, that duration is incubation. Okay, the provision of heat by hens, okay, to eggs is also incubation. So the period of pregnancy is an easy word. Gestation is a better word for that. Gestation is an exact word for the period of pregnancy. Okay, incubation is the process rather. It's like provision of the heat to eggs, for example, so that they hatch. Gestation is the period of pregnancy. So after the conception, okay, till the delivery, there is a certain period, right? Like the gestation period for human beings is 9 months. So that is gestation. Declaration fits well. Declaration is the correct description of a sentence which can be described as a statement. So seeking a declaration that the official name of this country is Bharat, not India. So this makes perfect sense. All the others are obviously absurd. So the answer to 17th question is 5. With that we move to 18th. The NGT, okay, National Green Tribunal or something like that, okay, which is into environmental protection. NGT ban on diesel vehicles that are over 10 years old in Delhi and NCR has come in for dash for not giving enough time to vehicle owners to make a switch. Okay, so firstly we need to understand the first part. So NGT has banned diesel vehicles that are over 10 years in Delhi. Okay, and this ban has come in for something. It has come in for something means could be some response, etc. And what is that response? Let us understand that from this part. For not giving enough time to vehicle owners to make a switch. So the ban has not given enough time to vehicle owners to make the switch from old vehicles to new vehicles. So if that is the case, will people like it? Obviously they don't like it. So the response must be negative. So the word that should fill in this blank should give a description of the negative response of people against the ban. Okay. So acceptance obviously is positive response. So wrong. Criticism possible, negative response. Rectification is correction. Rectify is to correct. So that again is not related. Confirmation is to confirm whether something is true or false. Justification is to justify something, to find reason for doing something or an excuse for doing something. So all the others are obviously wrong. So the answer has to be criticism. 18th, the correct answer is obviously to criticism. So we go to 19th. Experts have been warning that a dash great earthquake is due in the Himalayas anytime. Okay, so we need a description, for great earthquake. What kind of thing an earthquake is? Okay, what can an earthquake do? A suitable description would help. Catastrophic, yes. 5 catastrophic means extremely destructive. Catastrophe means extreme destruction. So catastrophic means extremely destructive. So 5 is possible. Extreme could have been possible if great had not been there. Okay, great is already there, right? Extreme is like having a great extent, almost like great. So 4 doesn't make sense. Melancholy means extreme depression. Okay, extreme sadness. Dolorous also means extremely sad. Okay, extremely sad. Melancholy is noun, dolorous is adjective. Deplorable is something that is, extremely disgusting, something that is hate-worthy, something that you are, you dislike and you criticize a lot. Okay, so that is deplore. Deplore means to express dislike or disgust. Okay, so none of them makes sense. Only catastrophic can be a suitable description of earthquake. So 19th answer has to be 5. 20th, clinically a heat stroke. Okay, so heat stroke, you know what heat stroke, right? Many people die of heat stroke in summer. So clinically a heat stroke occurs only after the body temperature crosses 104 degrees Fahrenheit. So it is telling us the definition of heat stroke and when it clinically occurs. So when does it occur? When the body temperature reaches or goes beyond 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, when dash metabolism leads to a sharp fall in blood pressure and oxygen levels, a condition called hypoxia. So hypoxia is a medical term to describe this entire heat stroke like condition. So when the body temperature reaches 104 degrees, okay, something else happens. Okay, when dash metabolism leads to sharp fall on blood. So what kind of metabolism? What kind of word should we use to describe metabolism in a situation where the body temperature is more than 104 degrees? Okay, more the heat, more the metabolism, right? I hope you know that. Metabolism is like digestion. So if there is more heat, obviously more digestion will happen. So it means something negative insofar as metabolism or speed of metabolism or intensity of metabolism should be used. Uncurbed means uncontrolled. Okay, uncontrolled, possible, it is possible. Okay, uncontrolled metabolism is like no control at all. Okay, extortionate. Okay, extortionate is like, basically something that involves, extortionate's first meaning is basically exorbitant. Exorbitant means very costly, extremely costly. Okay, extortionate also could mean, something that causes trouble and harassment, etc. Okay, because it also comes from the word extortion. Okay, extortion actually means, to force somebody to, part with money. Okay, so that is also a connection there, but this is basically the first meaning, exorbitant, very costly. I hope the spelling is correct, please check it. Excessive, yes, excessive means more than necessary, right? So when metabolism happens more than necessary, okay, there will be a sharp fall in blood pressure and all that stuff. So 3 is also possible, and between 1 and 3 is better. Why? Uncurbed simply tells us that it is uncontrolled, but how severely uncontrolled it doesn't tell us. Excessive is very specific, it tells us more than necessary. So more than necessary is definitely negative, right? So 3 is better than 1. 1 is general, 3 is specific. Severe, again, severe is just, telling us the intensity of something, extremely bad, etc. But excessive is more specific than that. Okay, how severe is it? Excessive, excessively bad. Grave means serious. As an adjective, grave means serious. Apart from its normal meaning at graveyard, it also means serious. Okay, so 20th, the answer has to be 3 by elimination and selection. We go to 21st. 5 Indians are in a list of dash tax evaders published in the Swiss Federal Gazette. So we require a description of tax evaders. Tax evaders are negative people. It's like a crime, you know that. Let's see. Can it be withdrawn? Withdrawn is taken back. Doesn't make sense. Secretive tax evaders. Okay, could be, because tax evasion happens secretly, not done in open, right? Okay, so possible. Lubricious. Okay, lubricious is okay. Okay, lubricate is to apply oil, right? So you can think of lubricious as oily. Okay, so lubricious, something that is slippery and oily. Okay, of course there is also an offensive meaning of that. Doesn't matter to us. So lubricious, think of it as what lubricate means, to apply oil. Okay, to apply oil. Okay, to lubricious means something that is slippery, oily. Think of it that way. Variable means something that changes. Suspected, yes. Okay, suspected tax evaders. So suspected means they feel that they may have committed such a tax evasion. So it is yet to be proven. So when somebody thinks that somebody has committed a crime which is yet to be proven, we call them suspected, right? So suspected tax evasion. Suspected is a better word to use in the context of crime. Definitely better than secretive. Okay, so. And there's another reason as to why secretive is wrong, because if they were really secretive, how could we know about them? Okay, so that's a contradictory word, right? So 4 is definitely wrong. Okay, could have been right if we didn't have any other option. So we have a better option here, 1. So 21, the answer has to be 1. We go to 22. Researchers who have studied chimps. Chimps are our relatives, sort of, from evolutionary point of view. Okay, so anyway. Researchers who have studied chimps for well over a decade and a half have now finally dashed that they also share with human beings a taste for alcohol. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, alcohol lovers, would rejoice. Another reason to, indulge in alcohol perhaps. So what is that? So finally, dash that they also share with human beings a taste for alcohol. So like humans, even chimps, monkey-like creatures, chimpanzee-like creatures, they also have taste for alcohol. Okay, so interesting fact. So what did researchers do? What do researchers usually do? They find, okay, and they prove something, right? So have now finally proven. That could be the word. Forced doesn't make sense. Past doesn't make sense. Established, yes. Established is to prove something as a fact. Dubbed. Okay, when you dub someone, okay, as something, you are officially naming that someone as something. Okay, so especially as a verb. Banal means boring and not interesting. Boring basically, because it's something that you come across every day. That's banal. Something that is not new, something that does not have newness about it is called banal. So 22, the best answer obviously is established. Okay, so they have now finally established the fact that the chimps also share with human beings a taste for alcohol. Okay, so 22, 3 is the answer. 20, okay. Next set of questions is grammar set. Which of the phrases given below each sentence should replace the phrase in bold to make it grammatically correct? If the sentence is correct as it is given and no correction required, 5 is the answer. So phrase replacement questions. So let's see. California has not seen the surge in coronavirus cases that has overwhelmed the cities like New York and Detroit, etc. So here we are talking about that. Okay, that is a relative pronoun. It usually refers to the noun that comes immediately before it. Not always, usually. So we are talking about coronavirus cases. That, so that refers to cases, which means that should be plural. So we cannot say have, we should say have. So that have overwhelmed cities. So where do we have? It is was here, so that is wrong. That are overwhelmed is wrong tense. Okay, that have overwhelmed should be the better answer. So is again is wrong because that refers to cases. That have overwhelmed, yes. So 4 has to be the answer. So 4 has correct agreement and also correct tense. Okay, is being overwhelmed, are overwhelmed, was overwhelmed are obviously wrong tenses. Okay, wrong voices. Okay, here passive voice is obviously wrong. So the answer has to be 4. 4 from all possible angles, from agreement angle, tense angles. So 23, the best answer is 4. California has not seen the surge in coronavirus cases that have overwhelmed the cities. Overwhelmed means overpowered, like covered completely. So we go to 24th. The NCUA is an independent federal agency created for the United States Congress to regulate, charter and supervise federal credit unions. Created for, okay, it's the Congress that creates such agencies usually. Congress is like, you can think of it as India's parliament. Okay, the law-making body. So they create such agencies. So we cannot say created for, we should say created by, which is why 2 should be the answer. Created with, created from, created in are equally absurd. So the answer is 2. 24th, the NCUA is a body created by the US Congress. So the answer is 2. With that we move to 25th. The US Congress is the bicameral legislature. Bicameral means having 2 bodies like we have in our country, the upper house, lower house kind of stuff. The US Congress is the bicameral legislature of the federal government of the US. Okay, and consists of 2 chambers, the House of Representatives and the Senate. Okay, so legislature of the federal government of the US doesn't have any error. So for the federal government, to the federal government, with, from seem to be wrong. So the answer has to be 5. So the Congress is the bicameral legislature of is perfectly alright. No issue there. 26th. Team India opener Rohit Sharma has named former Australia captain Ricky Ponting to be the best coach he has ever played for. So a player does not play for a coach. A player plays under a coach. Okay, like under his guidance, under his tutelage. So the answer has to be under. So the best coach he has played under. Okay, so with is wrong. Here we have under. So the problem is with this. The best, the is missing in 3. The best coach he has is missing here. He played under. He has played under. Okay, so when you talk about something without mentioning the time, obviously present perfect should be there. So the better answer is better answer is 5, the original, and not 4. Okay, the best coach he has played, played under. Where do we have under here? 1 is the better answer than 4. Okay, 1 is the better answer than 4. So this is wrong because 4 is there, under should be there. 2 is wrong because under is not there. Okay, among 1, 3 and 4, 3 is wrong because the best, the is missing. 4 is wrong because has is missing. Present perfect tense is more appropriate. 26, the answer is 1. 27th, Charles, the Prince of Wales, Charles, the Prince of Wales, has expressed his appreciation for the members of the Indian diaspora. Diaspora are all our Indians spread across in the world, in all places other than India, of course, like all our NRIs. So Indian diaspora in the UK, including many members of the National Health Service, whom were playing. We are talking about the people, right? Members, which means, okay, we are referring to the subject that were playing the seminal role. Seminal means critical, most important role. Okay, like pioneering role. So it should be who, not whom. So who were playing a seminal role in combating the pandemic. Okay, so which means we are looking at what? Who were playing. So again, whom is there, which means the answer has to be 4. Who were playing a seminal role in combating the pandemic. So 27, the best answer has to be 4. Okay, so with that we move to 28. Another set of questions. In this question, 2 columns are given containing 3 sentences, phrases each. In the first column, sentences, phrases A, B, C are given, and second column, sentence, phrase D, E, F are given. We need to match the first column sentence parts with second column sentence part to make sentences which are meaningful and grammatically correct. So it's sentence part matching or sentence formation, as they say. So column 1, column 2, let's see. Urbanization and industrialization along with economic development, okay, household blah blah blah, no match, also motivate, no match, have led to increase in the energy consumption and wastage discharges. So A, F possible. Okay, so A, F possible. Okay, so urbanization and industrialization along with economic development have led to increase in energy. So positive, plural subjects, multiple subjects means plural, right? Urbanization and industrialization, plural. Have, which means plural auxiliary verb. Correct, matching of subject verbs. So AF possible. B, it is common to call them waste fellows. Okay, waste fellows. Okay, so that's an interesting term. It's common to call them waste fellows. Okay, household and business owner in the world needs. Also motivate them towards listening. Doesn't have any connection with anything. So B does not match anything. Let's go to C. Waste management is something that each and every household and business owner in the world needs. Yes. So CD is definitely possible. Can CE make any sense? Waste management is something that each and every also? No. So it means AFCD. We have AFCD here. So answer is 5. So 28, the correct answer is 5. With that we move to 29th question. Column 1, column 2 again. I was looking down from my flat on the 14th floor. Every problem, no match. Lockdown has raised, no match. And the empty playground caught my eye. Caught my eye means something catches your eye, means you see that something. So I was looking down from my flat on the 14th floor and the empty playground caught my eye. So AF. Okay. What would be the legal method by which India implemented the every log problem? No. The every problem, we don't say that. The lockdown, yes, has raised questions. Yes. The legal method, I hope you know this. Some 18th, 19th century, law was used to implement lockdown in India. Interesting, information. The legal method by which India implemented the lockdown has raised questions. So BE is possible. C, to a man with a hammer, every problem looks like a nail. Obviously, right? If you have a hammer, which is like a very big thing, obviously every problem will look like a nail. Okay, you hammer it out. Okay, so CD. So CD. So AF, B, CD. Where do we have it here? AF, B, CD. So 2 is the answer. So with that we come to the last question of the day. Let's see. Water is turning into a monetary and political concern in managing temperature and precipitation. Okay, doesn't make sense. As a human population battles for this need. So that makes sense. So water is turning into a monetary and political concern as the human population battles for this need, means for water. So A, E is possible. B says our woodlands create a new oxygen and additionally help in managing temperature and precipitation. Precipitation, think of it as rain. So our woodlands create new oxygen and additionally help in managing temperature and precipitation, which means BD possible. So the only two that are left are CF. Let's see. Substantial metals, nitrates and plastics are poisons in charge of air, water and soil pollution. Okay, so in charge of is a difficult phrase. It means responsible for. Okay, so responsible for has 2 meanings. Having the responsibility of. If I am responsible for you, it means it's like I have the responsibility of ensuring that you do well. Okay, so that's one meaning of being in charge of. But responsible for also means being the culprit. Okay, so think of it that way. So substantial metals, nitrates and plastic are poisons. Okay, responsible for air, water and soil pollution, which means they are the culprits that are responsible for air, water and soil pollution, the metals, nitrates, etc. So CF is also possible, which means AE, BD, CF. Where do we have that? AE, BD, CF is here. So 3 is the answer, with which we come to the end of the session. I hope you understood all the stuff. I hope you learned something new from this. Okay, so hope to see you again. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Goodbye.